gonna shoot him. I say it in a more civil tone than that, but a little bit better. I'm trying to play up to their soldier side here.
So speak up and say, you forget, Colonel, you are part of the Inquisition now.
I forget my place, my lord.
When they say the forward command base and the Basilisk and motor pool, are those on the planet right now, or are they planning?
That's where they're landing.
To be landing.
Okay.
To be landing.
That makes this more.
Also, I'm just gonna say as a character, if we believe the war boss is in 16, that Orc City, we should hit that to try to disrupt his ability to command the rest of the assets on the board while we make our
I think it's more important to get our assets on the ground.
The whole game thing is, if we go there, all his war chiefs will be.
No, I meant with our orbital attack from our destroyer.
They can do that while we've already landed.
I'm just saying we don't know where he already is. There's no point trying to target it. He's probably all over the fucking place as anti-air.
They have seven marked as an enemy battery. And that's the closest. Well, it's the closest to our landing point.
He might not be there, but either way, if he is, we can disrupt his communications with the rest of his forces while we make our landing.
It's not going to do that much. It's going to shake him up. I was hoping to suppress the artery battery.
I'm just saying we're not going to be able to suppress all those batteries. It's just
There's one big battery though. That's at number 7. If you look at number 7.
I don't want to. Okay, so slightly out of character. So I know we can't just say fuck it. Let's just shoot him with the fucking big guns on the ship. Can we win that way? I know that's probably not going to do it. Is there something on the planet that we don't want to destroy? Like I heard them say they don't want us to destroy the planet.
It's like an agri planet, so they're going to want to keep it.
So basically, it's an agri planet.
We're trying to preserve it when we take it over.
There's gonna be a lot of green fields, flowing forests, and he did mention that there was once a settlement here, but as far as you know, it's been destroyed and abandoned and looted and pillaged.
What kind of ground vehicles do we have at our disposal?
The Chimera with
the Chimera's still in the destroyer. We can take it with us.
One of the tank commander, known as Heinrich, bows forward and says, "My Lord Tech Priest, I have at my disposal 100 Lehman Russ battle tanks, as well as several batteries of Basilisk artillery."
100 Bane Blades, but I lost them.
No, Lehman Russ battle tanks, as well as a column of transport vehicles, Basilisk artillery pieces, and various smaller mortars.
I see. And would he be able to show me them before we launch the attack?
Yes, I would.
You're not going to have enough time to go over all of them.
I'd like to ask a question too.
The attack's pretty imminent.
They said there was a hive on this planet, correct?
Yes.
But that it got wiped out.
As far as
usually, hive worlds have guard regiments protecting.
Well, it wouldn't be like a normal hive. It would be like a very large city. But yeah, they would have a PDF. But remember that. Well, I mean, I guess I'm sort of.
There's 30 million orcs on the planet.
I'm sort of breaking my own rules here when I say it, but remember the situation the last 2 planets have been in.
Yeah, it's been 2,000 years.
The war storm just broke. Right. I'm assuming something happened to them. They probably didn't fare well.
Alright, well, we can assume then that the orcs have looted a fair amount of technology from this hive world. It likely had defenses.
We did not take that into account. I don't think the orcs would be able to use our technology. They're rather...
Do not underestimate the orcs. They are incredibly... adaptive.
Yes.
The orc backboys are bred for fine-tuning and scavenge of any type.
Well, so the thing is, we might not. We know this out of game, but we don't.
I know this because I'm Adeptus Mechanicus.
Well, you know a lot about
lore on Xenos.
This is a Xenos. You know a lot about human machinery.
User disconnected from your channel.
RP Aaron.
No, I don't have Xenos.
So technically, we don't know.
I think the orcs are generally well known for looting shit and using it.
Yeah, but we know they're looting, but we don't know how well. We've never seen.
No, but that's why I said it's don't underestimate them because they're known for it.
But we don't know the specifics. We don't know. We
But
don't know like the just.
That's what I was saying to them. They should take into account that possibly other weapons have been looted by the orcs and may be used against us in this landing operation.
This plan seems sound. When were you planning to commence?
Immediately, my lord. We were about to commence when we received your transmission.
Alright. Are we all in agreement that we should aerial bombard their arty?
I'd actually like to ask them their opinion on that, where they would like the arty. They're seasoned battlefield commanders, let's ask them.
Well, my lord, I would highly recommend bombarding the area here, and he points to 7, There's a very large concentration of anti-air and artillery batteries here, and while we may not be able to knock them out with the aerial bombardment, we would be able to frazzle them and perhaps allow more and more of our troops to land unaccosted.
So be it.
Maybe.
I give
Very well.
Hellstorm
Thank
a little bit of a smug look, and they're like, can I volunteer to be with some of the first dropships?
You give me a smug look.
Daddy!
This is my character. I volunteer. I was like, I would like to be in one of the first dropships.
In character. What are you smug about? We were out of character when we were talking.
No, I was in character when I said we should bombard the arty.
My lord, he sort of looks at Gordius, the colonel. So like he said, my lord, with great due respect, I understand that you may be a great warrior, but traveling down in drop pods and Valkyries is a very dangerous matter. Perhaps if you allow our veterans and our more seasoned soldiers land first to cover our own landing, losing such an important asset in this war would be devastating.
I'm all in favor of letting him go.
I'm like,
before they dismiss, I quickly remind them.
I'm still talking. It's my turn.
Motherfucker, go then.
I'm like, thank you for your concern. I will graciously accept the second wave then.
Yes, that is where we're all going. First wave launches
Right behind
second wave. Everyone else.
Graciously accept that I will be in the second drop.
Oh my god.
You
Anyway.
guys look like idiots.
So during
No, I'm battle thirsty. We gotta
I have one more
kill some
question.
orcs.
Do they know if the orcs are aware of our presence yet? I would assume so.
As far as they know. Okay, so a more like older gentleman, probably around in his late 30s, sort of stands up and he's wielding 2 daggers in his back, and he says, "My lord, I'm commander of 4th Company in the scout teams. As far as we know, the orcs have no idea that we're coming."
Yeah, they don't have too much technology. They probably won't be able to scan for ships in the atmosphere or outside the
So
atmosphere.
wouldn't the first wave be safer then, depending on the time it takes them to land?
If everything goes as planned, my lord, you will be arriving in the second wave,
Oh, no,
which
no,
will be
Lord,
right
they know
after
we're
the
here.
first waves.
Which is right after the
Should
first
be
wave.
fine.
It should be fine. Before
Okay.
I said, my lord,
You will be
before-
arriving with the rest of the command staff.
I say, my lords, before we dismiss and begin the invasion, I need a quick word with the men.
Very well, my lord.
So when I say men, I mean like the entire.
Yeah,
guard
he
company.
gives you a vox and is like, speaking through this, you will speak through all members of this current assault.
Okay, clear my throat. I said, men of the 9th Akron Grenadiers, you are now part of the Imperial Requisition, and as such, no quarter shall be given to the enemies of men.
Requisition.
Inquisition.
Inquisition. I said Inquisition.
He said
You said
requisition.
requisition.
I said you've been requisition.
No, you said
Anyways.
requisition. But
Imperial
okay.
requisition.
Go
You
ahead.
know what I mean. So I said like, no quarter shall be given to the Xenos this day. And can I try to inspire them using like my fellowship
Yes.
and command? Okay.
That would be a command roll.
Do I get I'm basically trying to like command them to basically just give their lives and never like lose an inch of the Xeno threat. Got it.
What do you say?
Okay. I say, on this day, give no mercy, give no inch to the Xeno, and kill all before you. Bathe in the blood of the tainted, and do his work this day. I drop the mic.
A sort of rumbling.
A
A sort of rumbling goes to the ship, and you all feel an excess of life amongst the psychers, and you hear a giant "hurrah" come from the ships, right? And it says, "Very well, my lords. If you please come with me to the transports."
Wait,
I was gonna go with the tank commander really quick.
Let's have a quick while we're walking. Let's have a quick discourse in character.
I kind of just wanted to talk to the colonel again quickly.
Okay, go ahead.
Since we do not know the exact timing of this landing, contact our ship to time the orbital bombardment with the arrival of your troops as you wish.
Very well, my lord.
Can I quickly have a word with the colonel also?
Yeah, go ahead. You guys are walking in the same direction.
Okay. So actually, before I talk to the colonel, I want to confirm my fellow acolytes.
Go ahead.
It's not really a secret. I just want to talk to them about. So this is going to be our first scale of major conflict. It's basically been skirmishes up till now.
Roy's gonna die.
We all looked at Gordius and we all just kind of.
I'm just rubbing my hands gleefully over my sword as waiting to slay orcs.
I say, we all have our particular talents, and maybe we should think of how we want to disposition ourselves in the forces.
I say I'll volunteer for Physician 4, where the main infantry will be landing.
I say my skills lie within the morale and the spiritual defense of our men. I will try to stay with the largest portion in the main conflicts.
I said I'll be right there to back you up, brother.
I will stay with the mechanized divisions, primarily the frontline ones, or the artillery, whichever is more useful.
Okay, I look to Hellstrom to see what his ideas should be.
I'm just mumbling to myself.
I now look to our two assassins, Gaius and Malice.
I'm ready.
Where do you think your strength would lie?
That we use the assassins to take out the warlords.
Yeah.
I also remind them of the 4th Company scouting regiment, who probably would very be beneficial if they got the help of 2 seasoned assassins.
You guys would be like a strike force where
You guys would basically be like a spearhead.
Yeah. Not so much a spearhead, but you'd be the dagger in the back while they're fighting the main forces.
Or you might be able to get a lucky shot if you see a war boss.
Yeah.
Me and my brother Malice will put our skills to use.
Yes, you're right.
And it is decided. And I go to the colonel to basically recount our ideas of how we're going to position ourselves within the forces.
Very well, my lord. Well, this is how things are going down. 3rd Company will drop by the forest, while all of us on the command staff and the mechanized divisions will land here at Point 1. Meanwhile, everyone else will make their way towards Point 2, and we'll set up our command station there. We'll have a reserve in Point 1. We'll begin our first assault, all of us together, on Point 3, and from there we'll see how the battlefield develops.
I say no plan lasts past the first contact with the enemy, but the Emperor wills we will be victorious.
That is why we didn't plan past.
Why we didn't
Point
plan.
3.
I like this regiment.
This is great. Get in the melee and see what happens. That's perfect. So wait. So me and Jen are going down where number 4 is, correct?
You guys are all gonna go down
at
the same point.
Well, no, because Getty wants to go to number 2.
We're all going to 3 at the same time. We're all moving up, and then after that, we're probably going to spread out and do stuff.
I thought I'm landing at 1.
No, 2.
Oh.
Listen, everyone is landing at 1, except for the strike force is landing at 4.
Yeah, I want to go with the strike force.
You guys at 1 are gonna make your way to 2, and then you're gonna attack 3 altogether. The strike force is veteran and seasoned officers, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna want you to stay back with number 1.
As soon as the orcs realize we've landed, they're gonna swarm us.
That's why I'm trying to stay with the largest force, so I can basically try to raise their morale, so they don't break.
I'll be with you too. I guess I'll go with flag number 1 then.
All right.
Everyone has to land at flag number 1. We've just been over this.
He opens the hangar, and you sort of see the transports sort of line up as things start to commence. The colonel looks to you, Antonius, and he says, "Thank you for your wonderful speech, my lord. But now I must address my men as Akron." And he picks up his vox and says, "Men and women of Akron, before us lies the planet Chaldus V, once a great agricultural world to the sector and the Imperium, but now is in the hands of the vile Xenos war boss Malkor. We will begin by dropping 3rd Company directly into the Lothair Forest. There they will begin setting up forward operations and cover the transports, dropping our machines under the ground. Then we shall commence the bombardment of the Xenos outposts with our mighty guns. Our ultimate goal is to slay Warboss Melkor, scatter his horde, and begin prepping this world for recolonization. The eyes of the Emperor are upon you. Let the support of the Imperial Inquisition embolden you, and remember the hopes and prayers of Akron as they march with you. I have full confidence in your courage and devotion to duty and skill in battle. We will accept nothing less than full victory. Good luck, and let us beseech the blessing of the Almighty God Emperor upon this great and noble undertaking. Glory to the Emperor, Akron, and the Imperium of Man." And as he puts down his box and boards the drop pod, you notice that on the outside, Valkyries start swarming, and drop pods start firing out of the transports. And as your drop pod gets ready to go, You see out the corner of your sort of viewport that more and more drop pods are piercing the